She had all those team building sayings. Dan, you got to think outside the box. You got to think outside the box. Yeah, so I left my cubicle, went to the bar. Now I drink outside the box. I missed the comedy boom in the 80s when the pay was really good and really creative. Yeah, apparently you'd get a choice of being paid either in green or white. Yeah, cash or cocaine. You think that's why some of the comics got addicted? Yeah, most comics, though, want their money in cash. And even in her book, Joan Rivers mentioned as she got famous, she still insisted she get paid in cash before she went on. And I understand that. I've had a few interesting payments myself. Yeah, I once was being paid at the Punchline in Atlanta, and I heard right above my head, about 6 inches above, this scurrying sound. And the guy paying me said, "Oh yeah, those are the rats." Yuck. It was right above my head. Yeah, I remember trying to get out of there fast. But sometimes instead of cash, someone tries to trade me publicity for my comedy. Yeah, I've learned over the years not to do that. I almost never get a paid booking as a result of doing a free show for publicity. It just leads to more free booking offers. Yeah, the cheapos I will do around town, though, in LA, are either to work on some new stuff or maybe as a benefit show for a cancer survivor group. They're near me, and it's a chance to get on stage and sometimes give back. And they're usually pretty short. I only do like 10 or 15-minute sets. But the companies that ask me to fly across the country for next to nothing are nuts, right? One woman tried to get me at like a third or a fourth of my price. I gave her a lot of money off anyway to start with because it was near my family. When she wasn't getting anywhere with me, she got her boss on the line, and her boss started to tell me all the reasons I should do this event for her for really cheap. She tossed in the fact that she's involved with another organization and she'd recommend me to them. Funny thing is, I thought her name sounded familiar, so I looked her up in my database. Yeah, my notes showed that I'd called her multiple times for that very organization, and she'd never even given me the courtesy of a call or an email back. And her assistant had mentioned that organization really didn't have any money. So I passed on the show, and the boss got really mad. But occasionally a trade does actually work. About 20 years ago, I was leaving my pool, and I wondered how I could keep up swimming because the pool was closing in September. Later that day, I got a call from a comic who was putting together a show for the opening of a very posh gym. He said they couldn't afford to pay us, but they'd give us a free gym membership for a year. Yeah, what luck, right? I said yes, and I did the comedy at the opening of this gym to a crowd of people who couldn't care less. There was a lot going on at the opening, lots of commotion and people walking by and walking around and ignoring the comedy show. It was just awful, but I kept thinking about that free membership. But afterwards, true to their word, they did give us a credit card-looking card, and they said it was good at all the gyms in the area. There was a branch near my house, so I was set. I went in the next day, and they said they don't have the new card reader to read my card. So they just had me fill out a form. From then on, I just walk by the front table, flash my card, and wave. That was great because they couldn't tell when the card expired. I went to that gym for years, and it made up for my fees that I didn't get. Then one day I saw that they had the new card readers. Yeah, bummer. They finally got updated equipment. My gym days were over. That's okay. It was a great run, and I got in shape. The takeaway from this is don't let people dangle a trade out in front of you unless it's something that you really want and can use and it makes sense. That gym membership was better than any free publicity I've ever traded for. That's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. Feel free to check out my website, theworklady.com. This is Jan. Take care and enjoy your journey.